first insight of learning that everybody doesn't really know music, like musicians, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Something comes on the radio, they listen to it, but they listen to the same type of music, gospel or R&B on the more popular R&B stations. That's all they listen to. There was no
Mm.
hip hop then, so like I said, that's all they listen to. But we had a vast repertoire of different genres of music because we played in orchestras and
Yep.
bands.
Um, the first memory that I have of you was on the phone. I thought your voice sounded so unlike any other voice of any woman in my life. Like my mother didn't sound like that. None of my sisters sounded like that. Nobody that I knew sounded like that. Everybody had a proper voice. Your voice sounded, I
A
mean, I
little straight,
liked
a
it.
little straight.
No.
Oh,
I'm
you
talking
said
about
proper.
your voice.
Yeah.
Your voice, the sound.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant
No, I was
pitch.
saying the
Okay.
voice.
Okay.
So it sounded nasal.
Yes.
It sounded girlish. It sounded thin. It
Yes.
sounded like of a younger person.
And till
And
to this day, I still have that same voice. People are shocked when they meet me over the phone when I talk to them, as opposed to my
it's gone down a little bit. It's gotten a little more bass in it. Not a whole lot, but a little more. It's matured.
Okay, I can accept that. Yeah.
And but it was fun, and it was gleeful. You could see that you're smiling while you're talking, and so it was like the effect was, I totally want to meet this girl. It's like the voice attracted me. It didn't turn me off. And
Let me ask you: did you call me first, or did you get a sneak peek at me?
I
Unbeknownst to
called
me.
you first. George gave me the number. I put it off too.
Yeah, I
I
got
was
that.
like, oh, thanks.
Right.
You know,
Sure.
yeah.
Right.
I'll give her a
Right.
call.
Okay. Okay.
And
I don't need any help, but thanks.
and I don't remember the process of why I picked up the phone and called you, but I remember calling you. And at that point, I was anxious, excited, not knowing
To expect.
that what to expect. And then this whole giggling, laughing, you know, smiling thing took place. And then I don't remember that we made an arrangement,
I don't either.
but I do remember that as a result of that conversation, the day after that, like that weekend or whatever it was, I think it was a weekend. Um,
We went out
I
on the
went
first
to the,
date.
huh?
We went out on the first date.
Nope.
Ah. Okay, go ahead.
As a result of that, that's when we met with that. Oh, God, dog is hot.
Let me do it again. I'm just gonna turn it off. This is ridiculous.
Do you feel hot?
No,
You
I
feel
feel
it?
comfortable now, but then it gets too cold, it gets too hot. But I'm just gonna turn it off and see what happens. Cause when I turn it down, then the air conditioner comes on. So yeah, go ahead. That sounds interesting. You met at the
that
park.
we met at the park, and I don't remember how it was that I knew what you looked like. I don't even know if I did know what you looked like, but uh, when I saw your, when I saw you, it's like, yeah, she's the kind of person. She's my kind of woman, my kind of girl, and
Girl, indeed.
and what I told you, what attracted me the most to you was your butt. You were wearing pink corduroy pants, and it filled your butt just right. And I was like, that? Me, that? And and I do remember that you were the personification of your voice. You were uh,
Wow.
you were
Bubbly.
bubbly, smiling, joking, smiling, giggly,
Playful.
playful, you
And I
know,
was good on the courts.
energetic. I don't remember any of that. I don't. Nope.
Yeah, you know what? Honestly, I don't know if all of us ever played. Like me, you, and George
I don't think so either.
at Kings Park.
I don't think so either. But
So that's crazy.
so, and then after that, we went home.
Oh.
Yeah. In other words, I met you at the park, and then that was it. I left you at the park.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
After whatever, you know, I know that I was just sitting there. I think I watched you play or
Yeah,
something.
that's what I remember. That's what I remember. So because that's,
But I don't think I played.
I don't think you played either.
Mm.
I think possibly you came for us to meet. That's what I think, because I know that you, I, and George were in Kings Park together. I know that.
Or maybe George introduced me to you. He
It
might
could
have
be
said
that.
that's her.
Yeah, it could be that.
That
Because-
would make sense.
Because I'm telling you, when you walked by me, I didn't know you, or I would have said hi. When you walked by me with Steve-O, but you had it up on me because you knew that was me.
I think that maybe that's the answer to that. I think that George was there and George said that's her. And George might have been playing or busy and he didn't come over and introduce us.
And you walked by me with Steve. Because you.
I remember you walking by me.
Do you remember Steve-O and you?
Of course I remember
Okay,
Steve.
So then there was a situation that happened, and Steven didn't stay in the park. Steve-O didn't hang out in the park with you there. It was like you was just going through and out of the park.
No, I went there with Steve. Like, I don't remember the reason why, because Steve never went with me anywhere.
I think it was because that was the guys that you guys were just walking to the park on a sunny day, you know, but the guys really was that you was coming with Steve to have an excuse to walk to the park. You know
I
what
don't
I mean?
remember
It's
that.
like,
Yeah.
that makes sense. It's like you would take, you know, your little cousin. It's like, okay, we're going to the park, but you know that you're gonna see somebody that you want to see. You know,
So-
that kind of makes sense now.
Yeah. So then after that, I don't remember. I think it was a positive meeting.
Had to be.
And then I think that you did put me off for a while after that, after we met that time. And then finally, you agreed to a date. And then that's when Luis drove me to your house.
And I was dressed as I thought.
And
Inappropriate for the movie.
I remember
He was turned off.
the some little bears that you had on the window, a
Oh,
bear,
yes.
bears, and like a rhinoceros or something.
I remember
And
in the picture.
in the picture window, for some reason, that captured me, especially the bear. captured me. And it's like that kind of made your house magical. Yeah, like an enchanted forest or something like that. And very positive feeling. And and let's see. And when Louis drove me, he said, he said, Tito, basically, I'm disappointed in you. It's like, you're gonna go out with somebody dressed like that?
He called me a name, right? Like a street name or something.
Tigera. He says, you going out with that Tigera? She's a street girl.
Yep. So I had on sneakers, and this is supposed to be a date, so I'm supposed to have on a Sunday dress.
A dress
and
and
a pocketbook.
uh-huh.
I was like, I need to, sir. I was hanging out in the street already.
And so I didn't care what the hell he had to say. It's like, look, this is the first girl that has. You weren't the first girl, but it's like, it's like, no, she's great. And I got out of the car, and then I don't remember how we got to where we were going.
We took the bus.
Really?
The first few times we took the bus to the city. The bus to the
Really?
train. Yes. There was no cab.
I don't remember
We were
that
kids.
at all.
We were kids. I don't remember the bus ride. I don't remember the train rides. But that's the only way.
Wow, I don't remember that at all.
And then rapidly after that, you had that car. Maybe we drove the car into the city after that. but we
Yeah,
were
I
there
know
for the
that-
movies about 4 or 5 times.
I know that one of those, like, it had to be the second date. By that time, or some subsequent date. I was driving by then, and I remember being on the Belt Parkway, and the song was playing that I have always remembered. There's a kind of hush tonight all over the world. Tonight, all over the world, people just like us are falling in love. If you can, you hear the hush of people talking, that lovers talking. And that song was playing while I was like in the effervescence of the moment, and I remember looking at you, and that was like in the middle of the summer, and you were dark, and your eyes were bright, and your teeth were bright, and it's like, it was a perfect vision of your face. It's like there was no marring of skin or anything. Everything was shiny, and an amazing contrast, of colors, and of course, I just thought that your face was so not beautiful, pretty. It's like I appreciate pretty as much as I appreciate beautiful.
I know the difference, yes, sure.
And so, it was that was a moment. That
There are pretty women, and then there are beautiful.
yeah,
They're both equally pleasing.
yeah.
But there's a difference.
I think pretty is more enjoyable.
Yeah, 'cause
Than beautiful.
is a lot to handle. It's like it's overwhelming because
Beautiful, you
everybody
could be solemn about. Pretty, your tail is wagging. When something is pretty, your tail is wagging. And see, pretty is beautiful.
Yes, sure.
Beautiful may not be pretty,
No, usually it's
but pretty is beautiful. You have to be beautiful before you're pretty.
that's deep. That's deep. Because you can know beautiful people and they are ugly inside.
They just,
Person can't be ugly inside.
you know, you could hate, you could feel badly about uh, there's just a different reaction that you get for pretty versus beautiful. But anyway, yeah. So um, then I believe that on that date we were walking in Midtown. That had to be like after like our first couple of dates, because I remember walking in Midtown, uh, and our hands touched as we were walking, and then it's like I think you reached for my hand or I reached for yours when they touched, and then it was like, oh, we are touching hands. And then I remember saying, you know, that's all right, you know, that we hold hands, and you know, it's cool. And then we held hands, and I was like, oh my God, this is for real now. It's like, oh, it's like I am holding somebody's hand. This is amazing. This is like getting to third base. You know, it's like I've never gotten this far.
Not quite a home run, but it is third base.
Yeah,
Hey,
yeah. It's
first
like
try.
I'm holding her hand. She's holding my hand. I'm holding her hand. It's like that's amazing. And so yeah. Music like this started playing. Da, 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 la, la, la. And I started floating in the air. It's like a few feet away from the ground, and it was like birds chirping and rainbows and
And there's a waltz going on. One,
you know,
two, 3, 1,
yes,
shake through the park.
and chiffon dresses and you know princesses and
Suits, yes.
and it was that was another moment that I'll remember.
Wow.
And let's see. And then the rest of it was kind of mundane, going to, you know, pool halls and
Right.
movies. I don't remember
That
any of
was
those.
fun for me. That was fun. Going to not the movies. The movies was, you know, that's what you do when you date. You want to go to the movies. You know, Star Trek is playing or something big. You know, whatever it was that summer. So, yeah, let's go to the movies.
The Godfather.
Oh,
No, but I think I saw The Godfather by myself. This
right.
was one time.
We saw whimsical movies, whatever they were. And they're all forgettable. The only thing that I remember that we saw, we were already married, with The Exorcist. Because we had Sinclair and Donnell with us. But before that, it was 3 or 4 plays that we did too. Now the plays was my idea because, you know, I had heard about plays and, you know, plays were getting popular, you know. We saw, the first one we saw was Stephanie Mills, and that was very popular, The Wiz. So it was perfect timing, and then your hands too short, the box of God, I heard, because I was in college, right? And so all of these, this was the next movement. It's like, he's gonna take you to the movies? Go to a play, that's a little upscale. Play and dinner. Oh, remember Beefsteak Charlie's?
I do.
That's where we ate. We didn't eat it, you know, Mickey D's and all of that other stuff. We ate it Beefsteak Charlie's. One of our favorite places.
I know that you didn't pay for any of that, right?
No, that was
I
the
paid.
whole idea.
Yeah, I paid. So I don't remember how I saved the money, but I
You
must
was
have.
working at
The soda place.
oh, I see what you're saying. No, I think the plays was the second time of that. I think the plays we were already working in the home.
Okay, maybe.
Pretty sure. We went to places like the movies. It would only cost you like $24 or $25, and I don't remember eating any place, you know, special. When we went to
Beefsteak
that.
Charlie, so that was special.
No, but like I said, I think that came with the plays, and that's our second time, and you was working with McCombs. But you're right. When we first met, you wasn't. I don't think you was with McCombs.
No, I had been working delivering sodas. I didn't have
When you
a.
was in college? Because you was in college already.
Oh, I don't remember
So you
that.
might have been, because dating Kathy then.
In college, I don't remember.
Was you working?
I don't. Let me just see. I don't think so. I don't remember working in college.
Well, ironically, we met. I can't get that time frame together because I was still in college. I was in college, but I wasn't going to class. That was in Kings Park. That's how I met you. I went to school to go to the park. Anyway, second time around, that's when things got serious. That's when I already knew that I was going to give it up to you. Because, like I said, the reason why that was the other reason why I had to break it off with you, by the way, the first time, is because I had a 3-date rule, and we had graduated to kissing the first time, but there was no way, and so my thing was, because of Sinclair, like I said, I hit them 3 times to get them to take me out, because that's fun for me. So I'll get them to take me out because I know what they want. So you go out to the first time, you're gonna get a little pet. You go out the second time, we're gonna do some kissing, some tongue kissing, we're gonna do some real kissing. I even may let you feel my ass, a little. But then the third time, I know it's like, okay, this guy is going to the thing. Can't do it. You know what I mean? So that's when I always broke it off. Because I didn't, I got my 3 dates. I got to go out to the movies or to get dinner and this and that, because men paid back in the day. And then, it's like, it wasn't that I was rude. We both had a good time. You know what I mean? We were who we were. I was real. I had a good time. You had a good time. I didn't just dump anybody. It was like, this is what it was. I don't think we were officially boyfriend, girlfriend. It was a date. And so that's why I always party with guys, amicably. Because, it was, somehow we just couldn't get together the next day. It's like, oh my God, I'm going on vacation and my father's taking me to the south, and when I come back, oh man, I just, you know what I mean? There would be some great reason why I couldn't go out again with whatever person it was.
Let me tell you, that was your experience on your side, right? You know the experience on my side?
Yeah, you told me.
It was pitiful.
You told me.
It was total.
You told me you actually broke down in the bathroom and cried.
There was total devastation. It was total collapse of my world.
I'm sorry.
It was every negative feeling, betrayal. It's like confusion. Because I thought it was going so well. It's like this is the woman for me. It's working out. And then it's like shut doors after shut doors. And it's just like, is this the end of this? I can't believe that. It's like, why? And I understand to you it was a game.
Yeah. Because of my brother Sinclair.
It was a game. And to me, I'm telling you, I don't think that I was ever as devastated as that. My mother passing away and those stuff like that was devastating. But I mean, prior to that, that was the biggest pain that I felt in my entrails.
Wow.
And it was like that was Love Is Blue. Because after all our lives together, that's gone without major, lows, our lives together, 44 years. I wonder why people are talking about love is blue. It's like love is not blue. Love is okay. Love is more sunshine than than blue. I don't get that. But that was blue for me. That was blue. And the thing was, though, you know, I never thought about it, but it's like how strong a heart can be. Because I didn't know how I was gonna live with that pain. I really didn't. It's like I was never hurt like that. And so when I was hurt like that, it's like, how am I gonna deal with this? How am I gonna live with this? And then, it's like how they say that men are, that just days later I was okay. And
Life goes on, shit.
and it hurt less and less and less until one day I was okay. Like fond memories.
It was an experience. I've learned from that experience.
And then what happened is I got into the market for somebody else. And it's like, that's my heart, but my heart flew away. What can I do? So then I just got into this search mode. You see, the one thing that meeting you and having success with you did is that it gave me confidence.
Boost your ego.
It gave me confidence. It didn't boost my ego.
You know how to get out there. And
No, it's like basically I did it before. I made contact with a girl. I went on dates with a girl. It wasn't a disaster. Like
Was that your first date?
prior to that, I went out with girls, and it was one disaster after the other. One disaster after another. And you were the first success story that I had. And so, and then let me tell you this. I guess that girls picked up on my confidence. Because after that, I was able to talk to every girl, any girl. And they all seemed interested and smiling and interested. And it's like this one particular girl, believe me, if you didn't show up on the day that you showed up, I would have gone further with that girl. This girl, let me describe this girl.
I saw her.
Let me
She
describe.
came to Park, right?
Let me describe this girl.
Okay, go ahead.
I met her at Queens College.
Oh, okay.
She was, I don't remember what it was, whether I took a class or something, but in swimming. And, very voluptuous girl. Pretty, like your opposite, pretty, but you were pretty too, but plump. This girl was plump.
Built or plump?
Plump. That very pleasingly plump. She wasn't fat. She was plump. She was curvaceous. Not overly curvaceous.
Not fat, but plump.
Plump.
Yeah, I got you.
Pleasingly
Different
plump.
word, yeah.
And light-skinned girl
Okay.
with like kind of long brown hair. Kind of kinky hair, but long. And of course, beautiful smile and all like that. And it's like that was after you. It was like my confidence. I felt confident to approach her and talk to her. She was in a swimming suit. I was in a swimming suit.
Oh my goodness.
And
You was in a swimsuit?
and the immediately I felt a physical attraction to her. Like I am drawn to this girl.
Chemistry was there.
And she was drawn to me because she was, all the reactions were right. And it's like from her point of view. And I remember being in the water and she swimming close to me. And oh my God, was
Electricity.
that exciting to me. That was so exciting. And so coincidentally, she lived in St. Albans. And
I
so
think you had a car at that point, right?
I believe I did. And so it's like, I think that we made an appointment to meet at Sayers. And that was, maybe it wasn't our first meeting because we did make some arrangement to go to
George Benson.
a concert.
That's
So
the concept you told me.
maybe
But you upheld that date.
I don't remember that.
You confessed in the car.
I don't remember.
But you also told me about George Benson because you invited me to a George Benson. That was what they call a pickup line, because we immediately. So, but go ahead about the girl because I remember you was walking on that side of the court. We were on this side of the court. She was on that side of the court, and the ball was over there. And you walked to get the ball, and I immediately saw chemistry. I knew something was going on. She knew you and gave you a very pleasant, hey Dan, or whatever girls do. And you spoke to her like the gentleman you are. And I said, And so you picked up the ball and, but I knew. And then I think you told me that you knew her. Because, I'm the type that would say, I see, because we're not together. So I got to size up what's happening. And I would say something like that, I see what's going on. So you told me that you had a commitment to take somebody out because you hit.
Maybe it wasn't even that girl. Maybe it
No,
was some other girl.
I don't think it was that. It was the girl. I'm gonna tell you who it was. When we went and when we lived in Flushing,